Hello Leo, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. I am doing your mid-February reading 2019 and I'm doing the Divine Spread. I know it's a very popular one and I've got the time now, so here we go for February. Mind you, I'm starting with you, dear Leo, since the views have been amazing. So I think that you deserve to be first in line, so let's see what's happening for you. Just a quick note for those of you that are waiting for the second part of 2019 readings. I have already uploaded on Vimeo Divine Debut 11, the earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn, ready for purchase. Okay, let's see what the Karma Dharma position is for mid-February for Leo. And we've got the Fool. So this is the sign of Aries. This is a brand new beginning, Leo. Good luck. So happy to see that. That is amazing. Okay, now I'm going to use AMIRA'S Love Oracles as well. I'm going to take 3 cards for love, especially for love. And let's see what we have. For Leo, mid-February 2019. Let's see, okay. So we've got 2 cards already. Okay, we have travel. And it looks like with the Fool here, it's a time of travel for you. You are going somewhere, dear Leo. Where are you going? Now this is karmic. This is a connection from the past. Obviously, you are dealing with someone who you have known in a previous life. So in this reincarnation, this incarnation, you will be meeting up again. So this is a soulmate reading, obviously. And we've also got the control card. So I feel as though you don't have much control over this situation. That's what happens with karmic relationships. Now, because you have the control card, this speaks very Saturnian for me. Mind you, Venus is transiting. Venus is coming up to Saturn, and then it will be meeting up with Pluto in Capricorn. So this is a very karmic time in relationships, in love. And what is Capricorn? Capricorn is all about authority. Capricorn is, putting in that hard work. It's the Lord of Karma and the Lord of Time. So Venus will be moving through karmic energies. Okay, so actually in about 5 days, Venus will be touching on Saturn. And in about 10 days, she will be touching on Pluto. And then obviously the South Node, very karmic time. Let's see what's going on in the hidden position for Leo. We've got the Knight of Swords. So this is what you don't know. Now in the recent past, yes, we have the 6 of Pentacles. And the cards I'm using will be mentioned in the description box below. In the now position, dear Leo, you have the Queen of Wands, and this is your energy. Crowning your reading, this is your highest ideal. This is your goal and what you're thinking about. So you're at the 9 of Wands. Okay, now what is the advice and the action to take? King of Swords. Wow. King of Swords is an Aquarius, Gemini or Libra. You've also got Libran energy here. Let's take the outcome position. And you've got the Judgment card. Wow. You know that the Judgment card is Pluto. And Pluto rules Scorpio. So Scorpio is all about death and transformation. It looks like there is another chance that's being given to you in love, if this is in relation to love, because we've got the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the reading here. Let's see what is happening in the divine. How is the divine affecting you? And you have the Ace of Wands. Wow, this is amazing. Now, it's funny that, Leo, you've got 10 here. So this is obviously a brand new beginning. Aces are beginnings. You've got another ace right here. You're almost ready to take that leap of faith into the unknown, into a brand new karmic cycle. This is something that is beginning for you. Now, I'm going to say it's Dharma. I'm not going to say it's karma. Why? Because, you know, starting something new and being given a second chance. So this is good. I would say this is very good. Now, Knight of Cups in the recent past, I should say in the distant past, this is an offer of love. This is any sort of an offer that's come in. Someone is offering you this Ace of Cups. So there is happiness here in this offer. There is some indication of an emotional connection. Okay, and so Scorpio more than likely would be the water sign that's in your reading. Now, you could also have water in your chart, your moon and your rising sign. If you're female, it could be your Venus. If you're male, it could be your Mars. And also your North Node being in water. North Node is our destiny and where we're supposed to be heading to. So it's funny how you've got two different directions here. I feel as though you're going to the past to pick up something. You've missed something from the past. And when I say past, this could be a past life, of course. But the Knight of Cups is taking you into the future. Now, this is you having offered your cup to another person. And when I say another person, could be more than likely, I want to say Scorpio. There's also Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra here. But Libra is the most prominent sign. So with the Six of Pentacles in the recent past, this is the, you know, we've got the scales here. So I see it as you're at a point of, you've sort of plateaued here. There is equal giving and receiving. There is reciprocity. For others of you, this could be a relationship. Now, this could even be in business, a partnership. Now, this could be any relationship, even if you're dealing with a family member. In the recent past, you know, you're trying to balance things out. There was equal giving and receiving. But, you know, this card also speaks to me about legal issues, anything to do with the court system. Now, what is hidden in the hidden position is the Knight of Swords. So we've got two very different energies here. Again, they're going in opposite directions. The Knight of Swords it can be a conversation. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad conversation. It could be an argument. But it can also mean very quick energy. You're quickly moving to the past. And, you know, swords are all about perception. So now this could be returning somewhere. You know, this Knight of Swords is going back, returning to another time, returning to another situation of the past. That's what that could mean. In the now position, you have the Queen of Wands, and this is your energy, obviously. I see luck being on your side. You are in a passionate sort of a what's the word I'm looking for? I feel as though your desires and your wants are coming up to the surface right now, dear Leo. Now, you are in your element. Obviously, the Queen of Wands is all about being spontaneous and going for her desires and her wants and her needs. And I feel as though looking straight, you're looking straight at the Nine of Wands, and you know, this could be someone that you are dealing with. Maybe they've been put through the ringer, they've been put through a hard time. There is as you can see, these people are looking straight at each other, and I feel that there is communication here. Now, there is communication of motivation, there is a want and a need for some sort of a completion. This has been burdensome. Now, if you look at the Queen of Wands, she's holding that 10th wand as well. So I feel as though if you are dealing with someone who's got water and fire, and when I say fire, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, Aries is here. So sun, moon, or rising, I feel as though, dear Leo, I think you've got what this person needs here. I feel as though this is what is missing. Okay, so here, again, you're looking straight across at the King of Swords, but the King of Swords is looking straight ahead, not really noticing you, not really taking you into account. Now, this is the action and advice position. So the advice is to sever ties with whoever is not fitting in your life. Now, we've got Chiron, the centaur, at the last degree of Pisces. So this is some sort of a cycle that's ending. To tell you the truth, dear Leo, the past 2-3 days, and today's actually the 13th of February, the past 2-3 days, I feel as though there's been some sort of a, I feel like we've been in a vacuum. There is no movement. There is quiet. It's like the dark moon phase. One moment, please. Yeah, and it's a really weird feeling. It's as though time has stopped. And I don't know, I feel that because we've got Chiron at 29 degrees and 44 minutes, and today I've been seeing 444 everywhere. So, you know, it's almost, this cycle is ending in 5 days. It's so, it's as though time has stopped until Chiron, the wounded healer, any open wounds, you know, before we can become the healers. It's as though time has literally stopped, and it's a really weird energy. And just now, as I'm doing your reading, dear Leo, Mars is in Aries at 29 degrees and 12 minutes, and Uranus is at the exact 29 degrees and 12 minutes. Wow. Again, time has stopped. This is a difficult energy. It can bring any erratic outcomes, changes. You know, Uranus is the nervous system. It's anything to do with technology, as well as things coming in, changes happening, doing things differently, ingenious actions that are being taken. Mars is passion. So passion and erratic and innovative things could be happening right now. So I feel that judgment here, dear Leo, is going to give you a second chance. The King of Swords I'm seeing here, and I'm wondering, because this is the action and advice to take, is this someone that you could be dealing with that is either being controlled by someone else, or they are in a way controlling you. Okay, so I feel as though with a control card, there is a battle of the strongest here, and the action and advice is, if this has been the case and you've been dealing with someone who's been narcissistic, then it's time to sever the ties, just like he's holding this sword, and you may need to actually take a step back if this is what you've been dealing with. Because if we look diagonally like this, it looks like the King of Swords is quickly moving to the past, moving not forward, moving backwards. So could be someone backing out of your life. I see the Knight of Cups. So two knights here, one's going to the past, one's going to the future. Okay, so now the Judgment, as I've said, there is a resurrection. This is your spirit guides, your angels calling you. It's time to wake up. It's time to move into your power. This is very karmic. Now, it hasn't been long since January eclipses. Could this be a time of the eclipses of January manifesting in your lives? An Ace of Wands here in the divine position. The universe, the divine, is giving you a new beginning, a new creative beginning. This could be a project that you're working with. Venus can be a project. She's in Capricorn, and Capricorn is the house of career. It's the house of, putting in the hard work. Capricorn is your highest ideal. It's what you work hard in your life for. And sometimes relationships can need hard work depending on the situation. Let me take a few more cards. Now, I see that you've got travel. Some of you are hoping to travel, but maybe you could be dealing with someone who is pulling your strings and controlling you in a way they're not letting you either get away or any sort of control. And that could be, if the King of Swords is your boss, let's say your employer, they could be pulling your strings, your heartstrings, and saying, how can you leave us here? We need you right now. Putting you on a guilt trip. That's what usually controlling means. They're using means to pull at your kindness, and I don't think you should fall for that. So let's take two cards on this Aries card. Oh my God. Okay. What did I say? The Aries card. Okay, so you've got the Fool again. You've got Justice again. Libra is here. Some of you are moving into justice. Seriously. You are, and there's the eclipsed moon, Now, Libra is the house of partnership, relationship, and Libra is also the other people. So you are moving into justice. Look at that. Wherever you are moving to, dear Leo, know that this is the right thing. This is what the universe wants you to do. This is what you're meant to do. So this is wonderful. Let me take a card. Let me take a card on the Judgment. Ten of Cups, dear Leo, this is beautiful. So this is a family bliss, happiness on all fronts. You know that with the Ten of Cups, it's a completion. Therefore, there is the chance to have the whole family happy, and this could be even your extended family as well. For those of you that are coupled, this is a second chance that you're having. So you are moving into justice. You are balancing out. Wow. Okay, so hardship has finished. This is Swords. This is Swords, and this is the darkest before the dawn. This is like that vacuum time that I've just told you. It's the dusk before the dawn. So the sun is coming out, and this is the end of suffering. Another 10. So maybe, because the card fell here, maybe this offer of love wasn't able to be accepted because there was a some sort of a completion was necessary to happen. Some sort of a justice had to take place before you could, you know, take that Ace of Swords and have a brand new beginning. Now, let me take that Nine of Wands. I'm really interested in what that Nine of Wands is, which is your crowning card. This is you protecting everything that you've built. You could have been fighting for your happiness 9 years now. And you know, it's funny that I think Chiron has been in Pisces for 8 years, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see the Nine of Wands. And there's that Ace of Swords, which is what you're going to be doing. You're going to have a brand new beginning. Let's look at the King of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords is clarity. It's a successful new beginning, and it's also communication. Oh, 2 cards fell on the Ace of Wands, and we've got the Eight of Swords and the Six of Cups. So yes, this is someone from your past. Okay, now maybe for those of you that have got children, there have been worries. When I say worries, maybe you are coming from a family of, you know, you have been dealing with a narcissistic person, and maybe you've got children. That's why this Ace of Wands wasn't able to take off, let's say. And with the Six of Cups, this is the soulmate card, and the Six of Cups speaks of innocence, someone from your past. So could it be that you are dealing with someone that either you've known for a long time? Now, you could have children, they could have children, children are in the mix here. Nevertheless, it is a card of innocence, and it is a number 6. Let's look at this King of Swords. Now, I just want to say, because I said I was going to look at the King of Swords, if these cards were meant to be on this King of Swords, then that means that you probably have children. You've known this person for a long time, this King of Swords, but, you know, they've held you captive. They've made you feel like a prisoner, and that's probably why you are moving on and moving away. I feel as though you are being reborn. Let's look at the King of Swords. Yeah, 5 of Swords, you see. And usually there are 3 people here. So some of you may have already met someone before. Someone that you've known for a long time could be coming back into your life. It's a 5, which brings in changes. Now you're fighting, probably fighting with this King of Swords. Now, if this is the person that you are looking at, if this is the apple of your eye, if this is the person that you are in love with, then they could be fighting a battle of their own, trying to bring in changes in their life. Okay, and Page of Cups, look at that. Again, this could be an adolescent child. This could be an offer of love coming from this air sign. Now, there could be competition for your heart, dear Leo. I feel as though there's 2 people that are fighting for your love. Queen of Wands I'm going to look at now. And we've got the Devil. You see that the Queen of Wands has got a devil around her. And the devil is Saturnian. It's restrictions. It's being chained and bound. It is restrictive, very restrictive energies here. And the devil can be really hard because it's a very physical energy. It's really hard to get out of this vicious cycle. So the devil with a controlling card do tie in together. Now the devil can also speak of a very strong sexual attraction as well. So let's look at the Six of Pentacles, which is in the recent past, and we've got the Hermit. So this could be a solicitor. This could be a guru, someone that is advising you. Some of you may have been in this energy maybe you've got, for those of you that are dealing with legal issues where there is an imbalance, maybe you've been taking time out, trying to look at your path ahead, which way to move, what to do. The Hermit is a number 9, so it's one step before the Wheel of Fortune, which I always believe. And the Hermit is also a very spiritual card, so a lot of you may have grown spiritually through these trying and testing times. Let's look at the Knight of Swords. And yeah, moving away. 6 of Swords. There is movement away from trouble. You are moving on to calmer waters, more serene. Some of you may be literally moving over water. Okay? And you're moving into love. But for some reason, this Knight of Cups, this person who is offering you their cup, they don't actually know that you're moving towards them, I feel here. Okay, let me take an astrology card and see if I can retrieve more information for you. Now, with the past life card, looking into the eye, there is a strong familiarity with this person, the person that's in your life, the person that's come from the past. And some of you may be traveling over water or going to visit them at a distant place, and you're going to actually, could be that you are physically meeting up for the first time. Okay, so there is a natural magnetism between the two of you, and it's uncontrollable, and that's what karma is. Let me take a card. And we've got Uranus, your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. So it is time for you to awaken, Leo. Leo, wake up. Uranus is right on top of Mars. And, oh wow, I mean, this is amazing. Okay, because if you are rising Leo, Mars and Uranus are moving from your 8th house, which would be the house of transformation, into, from your 9th house, which is foreign places and people at a distance. The 9th house is also the house of looking at life from a bigger perspective. You're going on a journey. It's the natural house of Sagittarius. And your, Uranus is actually moving into your 10th house, which is 10th house is your career. It's also your status in the world, how people see you. Now, Uranus rules Aquarius. So Aquarius is detachment. It's becoming the rebel, doing things differently, changes that are happening erratically for you. All right, let me take 3 Sibillas, dear Leo, and if this could even be a business partnership that you're dealing with. I see family bliss here, whatever is going on here. And you know that the Hermit, as I said, could be a another Virgo individual that is helping you out. Either that, or this could be, if this is anything to do with your health, then the Hermit could be an obstetrician. So some of you could have nervousness at this time. Uranus is the nervous system. Uranus is also the higher mind. Uranus is very, very intelligent. This is a card of intelligence. And look at the electricity. Look at the volts here. I mean, wow. Okay. I'm going to take the Karma position where we've got the Eight of Cups, the Justice card, and the Fool. The Fool is twice. So, Emmanuel, this is a spiritual bond. This is like the Ace of Wands. This is a spiritual relationship, a spiritual connection. Here we've got like the Seven of Hearts, Seven of Cups, this would be. So, you know, there is some sort of a discovery amongst the confusion and the chaos. This is the crazy scientist, the solicitor, who is making some sort of a discovery. And, you know, it could be that the cloud is clearing and the information is coming in. Now, as I always say, sevens are a number of the divine. Whatever information is found out is going to clear the slate. It's going to clear the cloud. And also, the artista does remind me of Aquarian energy, very much so, because this is someone who is very intelligent. Now, you could be dealing with someone who sits behind a desk. Yes? And here we've got the delirante, the deliriousness. This is support from family, from friends, the discovery that's going to be made, whoever this artista is, the discovery that they're making is going to have them lost for a little while, but I think it's going to do them good. They could be, you know, sometimes when news comes in, we can be a little bit shocked. The news can be quite shocking. It could even be a perception. You know, the discovery could be a perception about the beginning of something that is meant to be. A partnership, a relationship, which is divinely orchestrated at this time. And this is the Ace of Cups, pleasant conversations around the table. It looks as though family, friends, co-workers will be around to celebrate with you. This is the beginning of something very pleasant. Okay, this is support, as I said. And just like with the Ten of Cups, I feel here that there is the outcome is going to be, you know, sitting around a table, happiness, happy conversations with people that you love. Let's look at the Devil and the Queen of Wands. We've got Amore, little Cupid, and this is an offer that's coming in. It's like the Four of Cups. We've got Omika, which is like the Four of Wands. Yes. Oh, wow. Amika. Amika is your confidant, your best friend. And this is also like Libra because it rings scales. Yes. So, and we've got loyalty for Delta. So what I want to say is that the love is real. And I'm going to leave it at that, dear Leo, because as I said, with Venus coming up to Saturn, Venus coming up to Saturn. Now, this is not Venus, but Venus is love. It's everything that you love. Okay, so I think that you are stabilizing something seriously in your life. Now, this is a creative project, which is Venus, and Venus is in your career house, in the career house, as on a collective scale for everyone. So this is stabilizing something. This is going to bring value to your life, and this is going to be for a long time. Now, if this is a sexual attraction, something that is becoming physical and stable, the Devil does speak of, yes, a very strong attraction. For some of you, you could be shooting, getting rid of the Devil and moving into someone who's going to be much more balanced, someone where you've got a strong friendship with, who you could already be friends with. There is strong loyalty here and friendship. You've got friendship twice here. So I'm loving it for you, Leo. I really am loving it for you. All right, I hope that this was of help to you. Please watch your moon and your rising signs. I'm going to take one card on that control. That control card is just, you know, it's bothering me. So I'm going to take one more card. Please give me a like. This is the way that you can support my channel. Share the videos. You are very appreciated. Thank you. And let's see. And we've got the young female. So I don't know what that means for you. This is a blondish, reddish young female. This could be your energy. If this is not your energy, this could be a daughter of yours. And the young female can also mean that you are feeling young at heart. Now the control can also mean that your life is in the control, like you're the person who can control your own life. The young female seems very outgoing, very free-spirited. So I don't think that this young female would stay and be controlled by someone who can be very overpowering. All right? All right, dear Leo. Thank you again. Talk to you soon.